Okay, anytime you're confronted with an equation that says find the intercepts of the equation in the form of x and y like this, the first step, what you want to do is convert this format of this equation. This is standard form, ax plus by equals c. A standard form is to convert it to an easy function form or easily plottable form, y equals something of x. You know, you want to get y in terms of x, and it's easy to plot because then you just substitute x values to get your y values. And so what we're really looking for are the intercepts. The intercepts are the points where this line or graph crosses the x-axis. That's when y equals 0. And it also crosses the y-axis. That's when x equals 0. Let me show you here briefly. And so what we want to do is get this equation here in the form of this format right here, where y equals something of x. Because when we do that, the m value here, this coefficient on x, is a slope. And this b value here, believe it or not, is the intercept. That's the slope-intercept. And it allows you to quickly graph equations. And so let's do that. Let's quickly move this and put this in the slope-intercept form. Okay, so step one, we got to isolate y. We want y on one side of the equation by itself. So what we do, we subtract 3x from both sides. 24 minus 3x leaves 8y. And then, so that means y is equal to 24 minus 3x over 8. Here we just divided 8 by both sides, algebra. Okay, and that gives you y equals, you can go ahead and reduce this down. 24 divided by 8 is 3, and then 3x over 8. So essentially, your formula is that right there. Y equals a minus 3/8 x plus 3. That is the slope-intercept form, okay? So really, when x equals 0, y is equal to 3. That's what this equation here is showing us. Let me go ahead and get it in the complete slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept, m being the slope, which is going to be a minus 3/8 x plus 3b. So in this case, the intercept for the y-intercept is 3, and then the slope is a minus 3/8. So what we're going to have is a graph that kind of flows downward from left to right, and that's depicted here in this diagram. You'll see the graph slopes left to right, negative. That negative indicate their slope. And if you look at the intercept here, that's 3 right there. That is the y-intercept. When x equals 0, y is equal to 3. Now, what happens when y equals 0? Well, we have the x-intercept of 8. And how do you do that? Just check it. Put the y value, or let's say put the x value at 8. If we put x value here at 8, we'll have y equals 0. And so there are your intercepts. When x equal to 0, y is equal to 3. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to 8. Those are your intercepts. And I can go ahead and I'll put that here for you where you can see it. And so those are the intercepts that you're looking for. And you can see they're clearly depicted there on the graph. So when x is equal to 8, y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. So remember, your intercepts are where the line crosses the x and y axis. And that's how it's depicted here. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. And when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 8. So those are your intercepts right there. All right, there you have it. Enjoy.